The gas was cut off a week ago, and today was the day the electricity was cut off. I just asked for someone. Why are you running away? Yoon replied, I really don't have money, then I thought I have to endure until 2 weeks later to receive my salary. Father said, if you don't, why are you running away? Don't lie. Give it to me while I'm still being nice. Yoon thought, if this money is taken, I will have to starve tomorrow. Father said, this bitch. Suddenly Yoon was going down and thought, I fell. Am I dying like this, being trampled on because of money? I have been trying really hard to live on, but now here I am, living in a slum with a drunken ex-convict father. My mother tried to hang on for several years, but she eventually divorced and left. I barely escaped from my father's shadow, but that devil started to find out where I was. At that time, my father took away all of my hard-earned college tuition, but I held on and worked part-time to pay for my living. And the things I hustled for are now slowly disappearing from my hands like dust because of my family. A happy family with loving parents seems to be something so out of reach for me. I don't need anything now, so please, I want to go peacefully. Next scene, she thought someone was calling her, Mabel. I hear them say, am I reborn? So this is my parents' voice, soft and warm. These voices have finally changed. Do I have to repeat that life again? The maid spoke. Oh dear, it is not meal time yet. What should I do? Your Highness is so cute. Mabel thought, so I was reborn and became a princess, or maybe, princess, is my nickname. I am not sure in the beginning, but now I have no other choice but to accept this life. I am a real princess. I really was reborn with a golden spoon, but this is really unbelievable. Anyway, this place where I was reborn is the great Empire Hermano, and I am the second child of Prince Hermano. My sick mother passed away right after I was born. I heard the father ignored the child who caused his wife's death. Did that emperor leave? It's good for me though. Although I also heard that voice in my sleep. I don't know when his heart changed. More than that, I am tired of being stuck in this body. Why is she sleeping all the time? It's ticklish. The person said, you are awake. Doesn't Mabel look just exactly like me? Mabel thought, who is this? This is the first time I saw him. The maid spoke. She resembles her father. She was crying just now. I don't know since when she has become so calm. Mabel thought, this person is my father, really my father. Father said, you are really my daughter. You recognize me already. How smart. I promise I will protect you, my lovely child. Mabel thought, no, don't do that. It's natural for babies to reflexively grab anything that touches their hand. I don't even look forward to such a thing called family. It's like there's only one thing that exists in this world. No matter what love you give, one day it will be ruined, so I don't need anything now. I did not expect, and I will one day leave quietly. Life is lonesome after all. In this world, there is no one who does not believe in God. However, on the day I was born, an oracle came down to the Holy Kingdom. At the end of the East, seeds were planted to save the world, and that day thunder and lightning struck the Imperial sky, convicted that the seed indicated by the trust was Mabel. Abliardo sent letters to the emperor every day to take Mabel to the Holy Land. The emperor thought they knew that Mabel was unlikely to inherit the next throne because there was the first emperor, Oscar, so they wanted to take her. Mabel is my lovely daughter who looks like her mother. Her existence is to me. I will never give my daughter to them, and stated, tell them I reject it without reconsideration. Oscar was waiting outside when the door opened. He came in, and then ran out of the room. The emperor said, come in. So what brings you here? Oscar asked. Father, how long do I have to wait? I mean Mabel, my sister. The emperor replied, no. Oscar asked, why? You said it would only take a month. He thought, it's been a month since she was born, so I could not sleep all night. I intentionally finished my swordsmanship class early. The emperor spoke, there is nothing we can do, and thought, well, Mabel is too young to remember anyway, and told him, follow me. On the other hand, Mabel thought, I am bored. Who said baby life was easy? That's all nonsense because I can't remember anything. It's painful that all I can do is lie down and watch. I can't lie on my side, can't lie on my stomach. It feels like I am going into a monastery, and I feel sleepy all the time. Even the noise around me is like a lullaby. Oh, my eyelids are heavy. After some time, the emperor came and asked, "Where is Mabel?" Mabel woke up and thought, "This voice. Why is he here again? Why is he so annoying? Seriously, honestly, it is the most burdensome for me when the emperor does this." The emperor spoke. "You open your eyes when someone comes." "Sweetheart," Mabel thought, "I should have kept pretending to be asleep. And who is it? I have never seen him before. He looks like that man whom I call father. This boy, is that my brother?" Oscar spoke. "Father, she is looking at me," the emperor replied. "She is looking at you because her eyesight is not developed yet, don't be mistaken." Mabel thought, "When did I look at you? Will you both go back? I would like to tell him to leave, but I can only babble because I don't have teeth." Oscar spoke. "Father, Mabel just called me Opa." The emperor replied, "Don't speculate. Papa should be her first word." Mabel thought, "That's not true. You are both wrong. I told you not to make a noise and go. It's frustrating. Nanny, do something about these two people. Help me." The nanny said, "Her Majesty must be hungry," and asked another maid, "Did you prepare the milk powder?" Mabel thought, "No, that's not what I mean. It's a communication error." After some time, Mabel thought, "These people, why aren't you leaving? No way. They are going to watch me eat. If then, the last resort," the nanny said, "you must have been really hungry." Mabel thought, "No, I need to finish quickly. I am just trying to get these humans out of my sight. Is there about half left now? It's hard to breathe. Maybe it's because I am a baby." The emperor spoke. "Give it to me." "Well, Mabel, this papa will feed you." Mabel thought, "Wait, what? No, I don't like it. It's uncomfortable. I can't win against the adults. Why am I a baby? I can't say no to anyone. Just looking at those eyes makes me feel stressed. Let's drink some milk." The emperor said, "I think she drank it." Mabel thought, "Right, it's done now. Wait, what are you doing? Why are you sticking your face in like that?" The maids asked, "Your Majesty, are you all right?" Mabel thought, he is about to say something weird again. The emperor spoke. The powdered milk that Mabel spit out. Anyway, it looks like she is full. Now she is in a better mood. Mabel thought, "What are you talking about now? Holy water. Did he just say that the powdered milk I spit out was holy water? Isn't this emperor a bit strange?" "No. Very strange." "Does everyone think so too? What is this warm atmosphere? Don't you feel anything?" Oscar asked. "Father, why did you do that?" Mabel thought. "Yes, you also think it's strange. Right. Please say something to your father." Oscar said, "I want to hug her too. I know I am not going to ask anymore. I am really. Yes, I am blood. You know," Mabel thought. "I feel like my eyes are spinning between these two. If God truly exists, please make them stop caring about me." Clearly, there is no God in this world, because in the morning and in the night, I begged for you to stop caring about me, not begging for more attention. Even Oscar is avoiding the emperor to come here. Anyway, that hanging, sparkling thing is so pretty. I don't get it. Why is this emperor so crazy? When they don't notice me, I have been secretly practicing body movements. My fingers can move, and I can also hold toys. Should I practice something harder today? An essential barrier that must be passed through in order to flip, raise my chin, and field, and again. But nothing happened. No, I will never grow up at this rate. Can't speak, can't even walk, can't do the angry kick. Oscar came and asked, "Are you not sleeping today?" The nanny said, "Your Highness, you can't touch the princess with dirty hands like that. Oscar the First will come back after taking a bath." After that, maid said, "Why are you sweating cold? Did you catch a cold? Call the doctor." Her Highness suddenly broke into a cold sweat. Mabel thought, this is sweat from moving. Oscar came and shouted, "No, Mabel is sick." Her voice was lifeless. She must be in a lot of pain. Mabel thought, these people really, Really only hear what they want to hear. Think whatever you want. Then she thought, seems like the doctor has arrived. It's better to get treatment early and let everyone know about my health. That's the best. The emperor came and said, "Are you fine? Where is the doctor?" Mabel thought. It's weird. Why are you looking at me with that expression, as if you are afraid I will be sick? After some time, the doctor spoke. The princess is in very good health. I think she suddenly felt the heat. Mabel thought, yes, that's it. I was just sweating because I was hot from exercise. Very accurate. The emperor asked, why does she suddenly feel the heat? As you know, the temperature inside the castle is kept constant by magic. The doctor replied, I don't know that, but she is not sweating now, so she should be fine. The emperor stated, I am glad you are not sick. Mabel thought, it's also a bit strange. In the arms of the emperor, it was natural to feel uncomfortable. It's only for a moment, but it feels comfortable. 10 minutes ago, one of the nobles spoke, managed to capture him alive. But it's not easy to bring him back. Devil. He was one of the troublesome existences of the empire. From any country, Devlin. He appears all in black and without proper armor and weapons. He committed a one-sided slaughter. Everyone who saw him take off his robe was shocked that Devlin Devil was a child. Suddenly, a butler came and told him something. The emperor asked, what? Mabel is sick. Go right now. After that, the nobles were chatting. His Majesty has been calm these days. It's all thanks to Her Highness. The feelings of the servants toward Her Highness are special. After the death of Her Majesty, the existence that prevented His Majesty from returning to the days of the Blood Emperor. Back in present time, Mabel thought, there is no quiet day in this imperial palace. Oscar said, today is going to be really fun. Mabel thought, a knitted hat that took days to knit by a nanny, blanket in winter clothes, uncomfortable fancy baby carriage. Because today is my first walk day, I would appreciate it if you leave me alone rather than go for a walk. Wow, is this the Imperial Palace? It's much wider than I imagined. I was a little curious about what the Imperial Palace looked like, because I was always in my room. Well, a walk is not bad either. After that, she thought, cancel, it's cold. Oscar asked, what, Mabel, are you cold? The next moment, Mabel thought, I can't see ahead like this, didn't I come out to look around? The emperor came and picked her up, then stated, have fun. After that, he was gone. The maids spoke to each other. All of His Majesty's clothes are made of magic fabric. It's very precious fabric, but I did not know he would gift it to Her Highness. Mabel thought, magic, can I just throw it away? But, it's warm. Next scene, Oscar asked, how are you? Is it good to go outside? Mabel thought, blue. Only after coming here, I can see the blue sky like this. The last sky I saw was a pitch black night sky with few stars. Oscar spoke. Mabel must be sleepy. Mabel thought, no, it's not that I am sleepy. It's that I am emotional. Oscar continued, you can sleep if you are sleepy. Mabel thought, why does he like me so much? And then even this morning, he came sweating because he did his training early, so that he could come with me because it's my first day outside. I never thought of the Emperor and Oscar as family, not even for a moment. I honestly don't know how to deal with these people, but whether I want it or not. It's true that I was born into this family. It's not these people's fault. Suddenly, a maid spoke. There is a divine being. Mabel thought, divine? Who looks like that cat? I wonder what it looks like. I miss it. The maid spoke. Don't lie to me, Your Highness. Let's go together. Mabel thought. Maybe you want to see it without me. Mabel thought. Take me too, Oscar. Suddenly she said, meow, then thought. What is the reaction? Oscar spoke. So Mabel just said, meow? Mabel thought. All right, take me too. Don't watch the cat by yourself. Everyone's reaction is strange. What is the problem? The nanny spoke. Just 2 months to say a word. Mabel thought. It was a mistake to say, meow. It was too fast. Why am I like this impulsively? Because my body became a baby. Have I become a baby from head to toe? What is in this little body? I am definitely an adult. What can I do? I guess I was too quick to follow along. The maid spoke. Great. Our princess, you must be a genius. You are already following me, Oscar stated. The first thing Mabel said was, meow. It's not, brother. It's, cat. I lost to the cat. Mabel thought. I wondered why his face was like that. Was it because of that? What a shocker that is. The nanny spoke. Please hug the princess. Mabel thought. After I was born again, not once did I ask for a hug first because I did not really want to be hugged. But to see him heartbroken over something insignificant, I don't feel so good. Oscar spoke. Mabel hugged me first, Mabel thought. Take me to the woods now. Let's take a look. The maid said. Quiet. I can't see anything. So that idiot is lying, Oscar said. I guess Xavier was playing a joke. Suddenly, Mabel thought something just sparkled and said, meow. Oscar replied. Yes, I see, meow, too. Mabel thought. It's divine. Wow, it's golden. I was really born in another world. The next moment, the cat ran away. After some time, Oscar spoke. Let's come out and play next time, Mabel thought, eyes full of anticipation. Did you ask me to hug you first? Still, it was fun to see a cat. I don't think it's bad to come out often. Oscar asked. Maybe Mabel did not catch a cold. She sneezed earlier. The nanny replied. She seems to be fine now, Oscar said. It's going too long. Mabel thought. Why are you doing that all of a sudden, like someone who saw what they could not see? Who is she? Sharp green eyes. Tall. It's a difficult atmosphere, so she is Duke Donovan. Oscar said. Nanny, please. The nanny replied. But she is your mother, Mabel thought. I remember she is Oscar's biological mother. She was the first wife of the emperor. However, the two divorced shortly after giving birth to Oscar. Now, about a month has passed since my mother died. Oscar spoke. My mother is scary, Mabel thought. What a fear of Oscar, who was brazen even in front of the emperor. Even he is scared. Even I am the child of her husband's next woman. It would be even more eye-catching. Oscar started getting away with Mabel. After some time, Mabel thought, now what else is it this time? Why are they so fussed? Oscar and the nanny are also very nervous. What is going on? Child. Because of a child, the knights are not moving. They're fighting. But at this rate, they are not going to capture him. He looked at me. Our eyes met. From the moment our eyes met, it was just him and me here, this strange sensation. Oscar spoke. It's dangerous. Let's go back. Mabel heard a voice. He fell down. Mabel thought. What happened? I don't know what happened. But Oscar looked back and continued to look serious. Next scene. Gustav thought. The explosion was a prediction, but now of all things, did you run into Her Majesty the Princess on her first walk today? Even if nothing happened, the Emperor's reaction after hearing this, I can imagine his reaction. The other head knight told him that Devlin lost consciousness. I don't know the exact reason. I guess it's because his powers have been exhausted, because on the way to the Imperial Palace, he unleashed his maximum powers. After some time, Gustav thought. He was still sitting quietly handling the work. Where should I start? And spoke. There is a report about the princess. The Emperor asked. What is that? Gustav stated. I received a message that during Devlin Devil's escort, the princess, who was walking, is still safe. Their eyes just met a little bit, and I heard the princess say, meow. The Emperor gets angry. Gustav thought. That cup of tea was so expensive, the Emperor stated. Now I must go see Mabel at once, Gustav thought. Maybe it's because he could not hear his daughter's first word, is not being there to hear, meow, that important. On the other hand, Mabel thought, it's hot, I sneezed exactly once while walking. But what is this temperature? If I cry, then I will have to hear the, you are hungry again kind of thing, so just be obedient. Well, who is the red-eyed boy I met earlier? The strange feeling I felt at that time seems to still be there. It keeps bothering me. The Emperor came and spoke. I just stopped by for a bit, Mabel thought. We just met. Why did he come here again? Mabel spoke. Meow, the Emperor stated. Does that mean what Gustav said was true? Mabel thought. I am a baby, a normal baby. All I can say is, meow, because I decided to go with the concept of just saying, meow. The emperor said, okay, you seem to like meow quite a lot. Though I feel sorry because you said meow first instead of papa. If you like cats so much, I will give you the forest north of the Imperial citadel, where that cat lives. Did you hear that? Gustav replied. Yes, Your Majesty. The emperor continued. Transfer ownership of the northern forest to Mabel. Then Mabel thought, it was not a joke. Hold on, isn't this too much? Does it make sense to give a forest to a daughter who is only 2 months old? This emperor is out of his mind. The emperor stated. No wonder Mabel does not seem to like it. What do you think, Gustav? Mabel thought. Is he finally going to tell him? Gustav spoke. I think it's because the landscape in the northern part of the forest is not very good. There is no comparison to the imperial villas built around the forest. The emperor stated, I see. That makes sense. All right then, let's do this. Write it down. That Mabel. I will give you Ponce Castle. Of course, the northern forest of the imperial city is yours, so don't worry. Mabel thought, what is the point? How does a baby know about landscaping? Okay. That's it, as expected, he is out of his mind. Time goes by again. It's already been 3 months since the princess was born, and a precious guest is visiting the palace today, the priest of the Holy Kingdom, Nobel God's agent, and guests everywhere. The priest spoke, Hail to you, Your Majesty the Emperor. The emperor thought, how dare you come here now, temple bastards, you leeches. I tore all those damn correspondences up for firewood. The priest spoke, I have something to say about Her Majesty the Princess, Mabel Winter Gardenia Hermano. The emperor stated, Mabel Gardenia Hermano, correct yourself, I do not accept Abelardo's prophecy. The priest replied, I know you would say so, Your Majesty. Gustav thought, Your Majesty, please don't kill people. The emperor stated, Mabel is a baby born not long ago, but do you mean you want me to send my weak and small baby to the Holy Kingdom just because of an uncertain prophecy? The priest spoke, this is the item our emperor passed to you. He said that you would know when you see it. The emperor thought, I was wondering what excuse they would have to ask for my daughter, the pendant of the late emperor. When the late emperor competed for the right of succession to become emperor, he received the help of the Holy Kingdom and gave the pendant as proof, the emperor stated. It sounds like you are telling me to sell my baby. The priest replied, since you so firmly refused, we will withdraw this time. Please accept one of our requests instead. We would like to meet Her Royal Majesty, the princess. The emperor thought, so this is the real purpose, even if I want to refuse. He mentioned the transaction between the late emperor and the Holy Kingdom. So isn't this a situation where I have to agree? Then he said, all right. Instead I have a condition. I will also be there. And you have to maintain a distance of 20 meters between you and Mabel. Absolutely prohibit physical contact. Magic and divine powers are prohibited, of course. Finally, if Mabel cries, the meeting will be stopped immediately. The priest thought, oh my gosh, this madman. How can someone be so smart? On the other hand, Mabel thought, so peaceful. Everyone is doing their work. Should I sneak and practice flips today? Just in time. I am being laid on my side so it would be easier. Why is my head so heavy? There is no other way. Let's stop here. If I sweat again, everyone will go crazy like last time. Oscar came and spoke. I am here. You waited for me, right? Mabel thought, not worth answering. Even though it's been 3 months, why does he still come here whenever he is free? I would get bored and not come to me anymore. Oscar spoke. Today I will read to you. Mabel thought, what book is that? I am a kid, so it must be a fairy tale. Oscar started reading. Algar Chahau argues on the ills of Bordeauxism. Mabel thought, excuse me, I am only 3 months old. Isn't this boy 6 years old? Why would a 6-year-old read a thesis? Stop, it's not good for the baby's growth. Oscar asked, isn't it interesting? I thought Mabel would like it. Next time, I will bring another more interesting book. Suddenly, the emperor came with the priest. Mabel looked at them and thought, in my body there is a feeling of suffocating. the priest stated, so she is the princess. She is full of divine power, the emperor stated. Stop. Did you forget the conditions that I offered? The priest replied, of course, I remember, but your majesty, how can we ban marvels when the main character of the oracle is in front of us? She just has not awakened yet, but her highness has infinite divine power. Mabel thought, what are they talking about? I am sure they are talking about me. I don't know what it is about. The feeling of nausea is. The feeling of depression in that man, is that the divine power? Oscar spoke. It's all right. You don't have to be scared. They are priests visiting from Abelardo, the emperor stated. Mabel is unfamiliar, so let's stop here. The priest replied, yes, let's do that. More than that, not long ago, you took the devil of Devlin hostage. In recent years, the trend in Devlin has been alarming. They are reaching out to the Holy Empire. If they want to get the hostage back, always be careful, Your Majesty, because it will affect the Empire. Then I will see you next time, Princess Mabel Winter Gardenia Hermano. After that, Mabel thought, when they left, the feeling of depression disappeared. I did not feel any hostility in their eyes. Why is it so uncomfortable? Oscar asked, Father, more than I thought, the priest seems to have receded too gently. The emperor replied, I feel the same way, they won't back down like this. Perhaps the emperor will take another action. Why did he bring up the Devlin Empire all of a sudden? I will have to look into that too. Then at night, Mabel thought, I am finally alone. This night is the only time I am alone. I had a nanny with me until a month ago, but I don't cry like a normal baby, so now she is staying in the next room, perfect for secretly practicing sleeping. I want to walk as soon as possible. I feel uncomfortable with the affection of my father and brother, who come and pour it on every day. They don't even know I am thinking this. They would not want to have a daughter like me if they knew. I feel like I am deceiving everyone. I need to grow up as soon as possible and get out of here. Suddenly, Mabel thought, what is that sound? Is the window open? But Nanny would not have left the window open. Someone must have come in. That person is coming closer. I can't check because I can't turn around. Who the hell is that? The closer I get to the sound of footsteps, the more familiar it feels. The priest spoke, You are awake. I am here to pick you up, Your Highness. Mabel thought, why are you using honorifics to pick me up secretly? No way. The fact that I am not a baby. No. I need to call someone first, then started crying. The priest spoke, No. Good girl. Your Highness, I don't have time, so I have to leave quickly, come here. Mabel thought, no, stop. There is nothing I can do with my baby's body. I don't want to be taken like this. Move, please, somehow. Suddenly, she flipped and thought, did I succeed? The emperor came and said her name. Mabel thought, this is the emperor's voice. What a relief. I am saved. The emperor asked, what did you do to my daughter? The priest replied, I did nothing. I did not touch Her Highness at all. The emperor asked, then why is Mabel lying down? The priest replied, Her Highness turned over on her own. The emperor stated, what are you talking about? The priest replied, that is the truth. I can swear under God's name. Mabel thought, I don't feel good about letting you die like that. I will help this man. Only this time, first of all, flip over. The emperor said, so that's the problem. Because of the likes of you, I did not see Mabel flip over. After some time, the emperor thought, Mabel's position is special. She is the second in line of succession to the Imperial family, and the sole heir to the Marquis of Gardenia. That idiot priest, I never thought he would create a gap in the magic barrier. During our audience earlier, those bastards planned to kidnap my daughter from the beginning. I should have gouged out those eyes. Gerald spoke, Your Majesty, I think it is excessive to punish the criminal for this. If diplomatic relations with the Holy Nation are broken, then this empire will also suffer. The emperor said, Mabel cried. She does not cry a lot, but she cried because she was surprised. So, Gerald, you are against it. Let's put that idiot in prison, and I am going to trust your judgment one more time. Mabel needs an escort who can watch and protect her from close distance. Find a volunteer. Is there no one? One person came and spoke. I will escort the princess. On the other hand, Mabel thought, what happened to that priest? The emperor dragged him out by the back of his head. I wonder if anyone hears anything. Donovan came and spoke. Hello, little princess. Mabel thought, oh my God, you scared me. I did not think he is an assassin. What is this, and who is he? Donovan spoke. Am I being avoided from the first meeting? Nanny came and spoke. You are here early. Donovan replied. Long time no see. Madam Countess Lupe, you have become more beautiful than the last time we met. Mabel thought, that man is my personal escort, but how could I trust someone from the former empress family? It's natural for the former empress people to dislike me. It's obvious he is playing with my nanny. Nanny spoke. Are you asking me to hug you first? Look, sir, Her Highness is so gentle and kind. Mabel thought, here is my smile. I am not so gentle and kind, but my nanny likes it, so should I pretend? Donovan spoke. This person is not Her Highness. It's obvious she must be an angel from heaven. Mabel thought about Oscar because he always behaved maturely. It must have been because of the classes he took, and the expectations befitting the Imperial family's first in line to the throne. Even so, Oscar would always act his age when he came to my room. He came without even knocking, you see. Donovan asked, why are you here? Aren't you supposed to be in your royal studies class? Oscar replied, I finished all the assignments Uncle asked me to do. Donovan stated, I can't believe you came out to play right after finishing what I asked you to do. I am disappointed. Maybe you should go back and train some more. Mabel thought, given the emperor is not this strict, why does he act this way? Nanny's expression, come to think of it, she was also Oscar's nanny. There is not much I can do as I can't even speak, but if it's Oscar, I can help this much. Nanny thought, she is not the type to cry like this. Oscar asked, Mabel, what's wrong? It's all right, so stop crying. Mabel thought, perhaps it is possible that Oscar can only catch his breath when he is with me. If this is the truth, I will try to keep Donovan away from me as much as possible. Donovan spoke, Oscar, you could drop the princess, so hand her over. Oscar protested, but, Uncle. Mabel shouted, Jark. Donovan thought, did she say Jark? Nanny spoke, Her Highness must be shy. It seems like I will have to escort you out of the bedroom for a while. Also, Her Highness likes the prince very much, so he stops by every day on purpose. If he does not come, Her Highness will keep looking for him. Mabel thought, no, I have never done that, but let's go with that for now. Donovan replied, have fun playing with the little princess. In the next scene, Oscar's mother, the Duchess, asked, I heard you volunteered to be the princess's escort. Donovan replied, you know how much I love babies. The Duchess asked, how was the princess when you met her in person? Donovan replied, I have never seen such a lovely and cute baby in my life. She is really cute. Don't worry, sister. I know you don't like children very much. That's why you are being so strict with Oscar. Then he thought about the past. A little boy who lived alone in the royal castle, apart from his mother, seemed lonely. As his uncle, I used to play with him, but my sister was stern. She told me not to be soft on him. That was her request. Then the Duchess walked away. Donovan thought, my sister is not the kind of person who calls me out for nothing. I hope nothing goes wrong. The little princess is so cute. What should I do to avoid being hated by the little princess? After some days, Mabel thought, time goes by very slowly. If I had not remembered my past life, this period would have passed by quickly. Of course, I did what I could in this boring peacefulness. I perfectly mastered crawling because I can even flip over anywhere now. I can't believe I am eating baby food. I am starting to feel like I am becoming a person too. More than that, I guess you are at the door again today. He is a teacher, but I have seen and heard him, and he scares young children to death. We will never get along. The only time I can feel comfortable is when I am with Oscar. He is acting like a fool now, but he is going to change when Oscar comes. so I am going to have to keep him out of here. Xavier speaks. I can't get used to it every time I see it. Her Highness hates someone so much. Nanny asks, Her Highness, are you bored? It's warm. So should we go on a picnic by the lake? We might be able to see the cat you like. Mabel thought, is it because I keep saying, meow? Does everyone think I really like cats like crazy? I am not that obsessed with cats. If I could talk, I would definitely tell her so. Until then, I can never get out of this misunderstanding. I did not know because I was in the castle. It's so hot, Nanny speaks. It's hotter than it was when you came out. It's a little hot, but this fresh season is summer. Mabel thought, it's hot, but I will try to hold on a little longer. Next moment, wow, it's the scent of flowers. Nanny asked, this is a flower, isn't it pretty? Mabel thought, petals are so soft, it's pretty. I have never received a flower because flower bouquets are very expensive. I only get them on special days like entrance ceremonies and graduation ceremonies. No one came to my graduation ceremony, so watching other children take pictures with their parents, holding flowers was a painful experience. After some time, Xavier spoke, Your Highness, shall we go see if there is another cat today? Mabel thought, there is something in the grass. Am I being too cold? No, I have to do this so that Oscar has a place to rest. Xavier spoke. We have gone inside. But isn't it here today? Suddenly a cat came. Mabel thought, wow, a cat with golden fur. Xavier said, that's right, it has gotten a lot bigger. Mabel thought, wow, the cat is so cute, but it's so hot, now I am tired. I want to go to the shade. Xavier stated, it's getting hot, now say goodbye to the cat. Bye-bye. Mabel thought, do I have to say that? It's embarrassing, then spoke, ba-ba. Xavier said, good job. Mabel thought, why is everyone complimenting me on nothing? The cat spoke, come again. Xavier asked, Your Highness, what is wrong? Mabel thought, he did not hear it. I thought I heard your voice. Did I hear something hallucinating because it was so hot? After that, Xavier was manipulated by Mabel, cycling around the lake. Mabel thought, if I move, Donovan follows me from afar. It's fun. I will let you exercise as much as you have bullied Oscar. Xavier was so tired. And I guess Nanny is talking with another maid. It's a chance. When else would I practice crawling freely? I won't go far. What is this? Something sticking out. The Devil of Devlin. I am sure he is the guy the first saw on my first walk. He was clearly caught by the knights. Why is he fainting in a place like this? Did he escape from prison? His whole body is covered with blood. Did they torture a child like this? That's a little too much. I think he is about Oscar's age at best. I would like to wipe the blood off him, but I am too tired with this body. All I can do is crawl. I can't even talk. Then she heard the voice of the nanny saying, Xavier, Her Highness has gone a long way. Can't you get up now? Mabel thought. What should I do? Let's hide him first. I have to hide him before Xavier comes. Oh, he opened his eyes. Those red eyes. I feel like I am going to get sucked in. This won't do. I would rather just leave here. Xavier said, You are covered in dirt. Did you have fun? Mabel thought, I have done as much as I can. There are a lot of scars. Will he be okay? The devil thought, I had a dream, a long dream I don't even remember. I always felt like I was floating in the dark, and in that case, without taking the initiative of the body, I slaughtered humans at random regardless, like a murder weapon born just for slaughter. Even though I was floating in a dream that I did not remember, only once in a while, there was a time when I came to my senses. So this is the Hermano Palace. I was definitely going crazy. At one point in the relentless attack, my mind had suddenly cleared up. Who I saw in front of me was little light blue eyes, a child. At the same time as I was shocked, I lost my memory. I probably fainted. It was the first time I felt a clear mind that had always been blurred. What the hell was that? Did I bleed too much? Let's rest a while. If I rest a little, I will get better with my own healing power. A feeble sense. Is it a rabbit? So small that I don't have to kill. I will leave it so. Why didn't this thing leave? There was a lot of blood. Maybe I should just chase it away. My mind is clear again like last time. At the same time, the bondage prohibition has been loosened. That child. Then at night, Mabel thought, I think it was because I took a walk during the day, that it was hotter than usual. My whole body is hot, as expected. Is it because of the rain on the back? As soon as I came back, I washed and changed. I thought they were just making a fuss about being caught in the rain. I guess I have a summer cold that even the dog won't have. Next scene, the doctor said, the princess is sick. The emperor thought, her body is so tiny. Although it's just a cold, maybe she can't take it. I wish I could take the sickness for you. The doctor spoke. Her Highness took some medicine. She will get well soon, Oscar stated. Father, as the doctor said, she will get well soon. Suddenly Gustav came and shouted, emergency. The emperor got angry. Gustav spoke. My apologies, but because this is an emergency, I couldn't think about shouting. The Devlin devil escaped. After following the blood, it leads to the jungle in the north and then disappears. The emperor thought, the place where Mabel went for a walk was the lake in the north. Thank God they did not meet. He then stated, he can't escape. Quarantine the gates, investigate, and don't let anyone leave without permission. Increase the security in Mabel's palace tenfold. Gustav said, I'll increase it 20-fold. The emperor replied, good job. You all can leave now. Oscar thought, he does not leave. After some time, the emperor spoke, don't be sick, tiny and fragile. When this kid grows up, she will be sick not only once or twice. Every time I hear shocks like this, I feel unconfident. I have the biggest area on the continent, yet I can't protect the important ones. I feel this every time. Then he remembered when he said, perhaps you should not have told me to leave you because of our kid. Sienna replied, but finally, you did not refuse my wish. The emperor said, because it's your wish, Sienna stated, lie. In the first place, you don't give up on even me or our kids. Losing me like this is too hard, so I can only apologize. I am sorry. The emperor said, no, this is not what I want. I don't want you to apologize to me. Your last words to me were an apology, not love. In the end, wounds will make scars. To eliminate all threats to you, I will protect you safely and perfectly. But can I do it? Will Mabel leave me like Sienna? What am I thinking? I am sorry, Mabel. I am Papa. I will protect you because I am your Papa. Mabel, in her dream, remembered, so hot and dizzy. If this keeps going on, I will die just lying here. No one comes to help. I need to take the medicine. It's out of date, but I don't have any money. More importantly, I don't have water. Father has not come back for 1 month. Mother will not come back. I am very curious. Why don't my parents love me? Other kids' parents take care of them. Why do I need to do everything alone? Why does everyone look at me with pitying eyes? Why am I always alone? I want to know the answer. Although no one can answer me, a man's voice. Who is that? Father, has he come back? So cold. Father said, don't be sick. You will get well soon. Then you can play with Papa. So this is the dream. The dream becomes another person, not me. I don't have a father, so this is not my father. But I always want this sweetness. That is just a dream, but it's so warm and emotional. If I believe those words, I will be hurt, but I want to believe. If it's just a dream, whatever he does will be forgiven, so I wish this dream can last longer. Mabel woke up and thought, so sunny. What is this? A wet tissue. I was sick. I felt hot and dizzy. I am fine now. Thank God. It seems that I just had a dream, but I don't remember it anymore. Father appeared. If it was that man, then it must have been a nightmare. I don't need to remember. What? His Majesty, why is he here? The emperor spoke. You woke up. Let me see, you are better now. Mabel thought, what is the situation? Why does His Majesty take care of me? Where is my nanny? Why does he look terrible? It seems that he has not slept much. Perhaps that was not a dream but reality. So the person who took care of me for a night was His Majesty, the emperor asked. Are you still hurt? Mabel thought, that soft hand, calming voice, does he really love me? But why do I deserve that love like this? More importantly, people's feelings will change. I used to experience it in my last life. Obviously, it feels insecure. I can't believe it. Next scene, Mabel thought, the smell of this summer is so good. I feel a little tired because of my sickness. I can't go for a walk. The emperor took the toys because he thought they were not safe for me, even my favorite doll. I don't need to be protected that much. It's much more boring. Oscar came and spoke. It's very hot today. Did you have fun today? Mabel thought, if Oscar comes here, then, of course, his uncle is also here. Then she started shouting. After that, Oscar spoke. Do you hate him that much? But don't hate him, he stopped playing with me. After becoming my swordsmanship teacher, he became more strict because he hopes that I will be successful. He is not a bad guy. Mabel thought, kid, I kicked him out because of you. If you keep protecting that man, then who am I? Wow, so many books. For now, she will read all of them. Oscar spoke. That's my homework. Mabel thought, boy, there are so many. Is this a very hard one like last time? Let's see. I can't understand anything. The gods are so unfair. If you give me the ability to hear, then you should give me the ability to read. There are a lot of pictures. Oscar spoke. This is a map. Then he told her about different empires. Mabel thought, he is so good. He is just 6, but he is very intelligent. He can remember everything. I am 20, but I can't remember one thing. Oscar continued, this place is the Devil Kingdom. Mabel thought, if it comes to Devlin, the first thing I remember is the Devil of Devlin. Oscar spoke, there is no point in talking about that to a kid like you. You can't understand. Mabel thought, you are also a kid. I can understand. He is so stubborn. Oscar said, now follow me. Open your hands and hold them like this. Mabel thought, all right, a 1-year-old kid does not need to know about the politics of a country. Playing with Oscar is fun. It's a great time playing with a 6-year-old kid. After some days, Mabel turned 8 months old. The doctor said, she is able to express herself clearly, and there are no other problems, Nanny asked. But it is worrying how she hardly moves at all. Mabel thought, I am already 8 months old. I can hardly believe it. The doctor replied, it was later than most children, but she was able to start rolling over and even crawls occasionally now. Her Highness is perfectly healthy. Mabel thought, I did not expect my nanny to be this concerned. I guess it's my fault for just lying still all day. Is this the right time to start showing people that I can roll over? Since I don't know how quickly babies normally grow and develop, I don't want to make a mistake like I did with my babbling. Don't worry, Nanny, I may seem listless now. But at night after everybody leaves the room, let's begin today's exercise. I am moving around non-stop, but this work must be carried out silently and in complete secrecy. I work so hard in order to master the ability to roll over and crawl, and with those skills in my arsenal, grabbing the rails of my crib should be a piece of cake. Now all I need to do is get up. Let's go. I can do it. I can stand up. I stood up. I am standing on my own 2 feet. I am finally bipedal. No, it's not time to celebrate yet. Now that I have stood up, I need to try walking. It's time to take my first steps as a human being. Suddenly, the Emperor came in and saw Mabel walking. At first, Mabel was shocked, then thought, how do I explain this away? A baby who could barely crawl is suddenly pulling herself up by the crib rails and walking. Anyone would find it suspicious. What excuses can I give him? Wait, oh right, I can't talk yet. The Emperor stated, I am so proud of you. That's my girl. My daughter is a genius. To think you would start walking straight away. Words cannot express how proud of you I am. Mabel thought, please calm down. The Emperor kissed her and said, of course, I must give you a gift to celebrate your first steps. Let's see. What shall I give you? How about the Principality of Vistante? Its lands are fertile, and it is the perfect place to vacation. Mabel thought, what did you just say? A principality. Next scene, a noble stated. The demon of Devlin is said to have reappeared at the border. We are being pushed back by him. Perhaps you should consider sending the swordsmanship. Then he thought, His Majesty did not look mad. He looks in a good mood. The work of the Imperial Highness Princess. Then one of them asked, Has something happened? Your Majesty, you seem to be in an excellent mood. The Emperor stated, Mabel finally took her first steps. Isn't she incredible? My daughter must be a genius. She will be talking and calling me father soon. So, to commemorate this important milestone, I decided to bequeath Mabel the Principality of Visconti. All of them were shocked. The Emperor continued, In a few months, she will turn 1 year old. I plan to celebrate it in spectacular fashion. The nobles thought, Everything he has bestowed on her so far has been grand in scale, but we are more curious than anything. It will be a chance for us to see the princess. After that, the Emperor asked, What is it, Marquis? The Marquis replied, Please allow me to see the princess. The Emperor thought, It's been quite recently. He asked me to visit. He is very stubborn. The Marquis thought, It's been 8 months. Would I be able to meet the princess now? The Emperor thought, People keep wanting to take her. They are here, but I don't have any reason to stop him from visiting her. Then he said, I will schedule an official visit, and thought, just by looking at that face, it reminds me of when I said that I would marry Sienna. He was very angry at that time. I don't feel comfortable with this. On the other hand, Mabel thought, So there is no secret in the palace. The king must tell everyone. Now I can practice without hiding it anymore. I want to rest, but they seem to like it so much, then I can play a little bit more. Mabel thought, Who is that man? This is the first time I have seen this man. I wonder why I feel sad when I look at that face. Both of them spoke. It's a pleasure to meet you, Lord Gardenia. Mabel thought, If he is a Gardenia, then my last name is also Gardenia. The Marquis spoke. This is the first time we met, Your Highness. I am your grandpa. Mabel said, So I have a grand. Oh, I spoke again. The maid said, Our princess is a genius. Did she just say, Grandpa? On the other hand, Gustav thought, He can't focus. What if he runs away suddenly? What makes him worried is that this is the first meeting of the princess and her grandpa. Then he asked, Your Majesty, if you are worried, then you should have a look. The Emperor replied, No, because people will think that I am an idiot. Gustav thought, Your Majesty, you looked like that before. I am more shocked when you say that you don't want to look like that. People are already looking at you like that. Gustav told him, This is the first time they met alone, so the princess must be nervous. She must miss you too. The Emperor asked, Really? You think so? Gustav replied, Of course. Whatever they say, the princess is your daughter. She must love her papa a lot. The Emperor said, You are a great assistant. You know it very well. All right, thank you, I am done. Then, in Mabel's room, the Marquis said, Sienna is my beloved daughter. I didn't want her to get married. But if it's what she wants, then my opinion doesn't matter. I wish she could have been with her father as long as possible. Mabel thought, When he saw me, he cried, and it took a long time for him to stop crying. But when he stopped crying, the situation got worse. In short, he told me my mother was a beautiful woman and my father, who was a prince at that time, didn't care about people's lives, so my father proposed to my mother, and Grandpa refused it, but my mother liked my father. The Marquis said, He also cut your grandpa and you cruelly. The Emperor came and spoke, Mabel, are you scared of strangers? Come here with Papa. Mabel thought, The conflict between the son and father-in-law. I don't like it. I don't want to get into this conflict. Ran away in despair. That's right. I have to take refuge with the nanny. Then she started walking fast. Mabel thought, What, all of a sudden? Oh, a child like me, I moved too fast again. Grandpa said, Definitely, that's my girl. The Emperor also said, She is my daughter. Mabel thought, Why are they arguing? After all, for the time being, I have to go to the nanny. Both of them said, Come here, Lady Mabel. Mabel thought, This is so much pressure. How can I choose here? If so, or should I cry out loud? Suddenly, Oscar came and said, the door is open today. Mabel thought, there's a better way than crying out loud. Oscar, I have a lot of homework, so I am a little late. You have been waiting for me for a long time, Mabel thought. Now no one can complain to a 6-year-old, right? In the next scene, the king stated, your royal kidnapping crime is very serious. This time you return to the country intact. You will need to be severely punished. After this, you will be banned from going to the Hermano Empire forever. Montego thought that the emperor spared my life was fortunate enough. The king asked, where is the seed of God? Montego told him the whole story. The king said, I did not expect you to bring that person back in the first place. You are inherently incompetent. You have nothing more to say, right? Montego thought. I could not bring back the seed of God. I have to endure this humiliation. The king said, the fact that I let you go there was just to learn about Hermano. I wanted to see if they protect the seed of God well or not. Montego thought, in short, I am a decoy. It's unfortunate, but I am unfamiliar with that personality. The God King is a person with the surname Abelardo, and can only be obtained by the God King. The existence of the God King is just a rumor without knowing his appearance or age. Actually, no one knows exactly how old he is. Everyone thinks the God King's statue is of an old man with silver hair, but when I look at that pretty face, everyone will have to say, what an angel. But inside, that person is extremely evil. Exactly how old is he? Even I am curious, but I don't want to know. Back at the palace, the nanny asked, are you in pain? Then, after seeing her mouth, she started smiling. Mabel thought, Nanny, I am in pain, but why are you smiling? The nanny said, the princess is having a toothache. Mabel thought, it's a tooth. I am finally teething. If my teeth come in, I will be able to speak in no time. The nanny said, our princess is really good at handling pain. Suddenly, the emperor came and said, let's see. What tooth? You already have teeth. What should I give you this time? Mabel thought, are you talking nonsense again? He gave me so much that I can't remember. The emperor thought, what is she saying? Do you mean confectionery? Mabel thought, that's right. For babies, candy is enough. My teeth are also coming in, so it fits perfectly. The emperor stated, store confectionery. Okay, I will give you a royal chef. Mabel thought, I said give candy, not a confectioner. In the next scene, the emperor received a letter from the God King. The emperor thought, so he wants to visit for Mabel's first birthday. Then he said, as for sending a reply. And thought, ever since the Montego kidnapping failed, seeing them keep quiet makes me wonder if they have given up already. The letter can be considered Abelardo's declaration of war. It looks like it's good. I have a reason. I also have the ability to protect my daughter. By the way, should I respond to him properly? Then the emperor said, send this message to Abelardo. About 2 months are left until the party. It's hard to see the God King in person. You also have to prepare. I am looking forward to that day. On the day of Mabel's birthday, Mabel thought, wow, this is the first time I see myself. The passing time makes me curious, so this is how I look. To be honest, it's embarrassing to say it myself, but so cute. Now I know why people always make a big deal of this, but Oscar and the king have silver hair, while mine is different. My eyes are like the king's, and I have 4 teeth now. The nanny said, Your Highness, this is the special dress for today. Isn't it beautiful? Mabel thought, wow, I will wear this, to a poor person like me. This is very incredible. However, I can't wear it anymore when I grow up. Why do they make it this hard? The nanny said, how can you have such beautiful hair? It's like the queen's, Mabel thought. So the color is from my mother. Sometimes I hear stories about my mother. I don't know how to react. The nanny said, it's done. Good job, my dear. The emperor came, and Mabel thought, wow, he looks completely different when he dresses up. The emperor stated, happy birthday, my daughter. Mabel thought, right, today is my birthday. This is the first time I've heard about it. When I was young, no one said, happy birthday, to me. So this is the feeling of having a birthday. So weird. In the next scene, Mabel thought, what should I do? My heart is beating so fast. I haven't met 10 people all this time. After opening the door, many people will look at me. Those looks are so scary. The emperor said, your facial expression is not good. Are you scared? There's no need to be scared. They need to show their best to you, not the other way around. Mabel thought, is this what you should say to a 1-year-old child? But thanks to Dad, I feel better. After that, all the nobles remained silent. Mabel thought, so that is the throne. Those chairs are for me and Oscar. I feel so much pressure from this position. I hope it will end soon. In the next moment, she was sitting on the throne. The emperor stated, raise your heads. Welcome to Mabel's first birthday. The nobles were shocked. Mabel thought, why do I sit on the throne? Everyone is here. Why do I sit here? This is not my seat. Then the emperor started telling people how good she is. Mabel thought, so embarrassing. I want to disappear. The emperor continued, welcome to all the ambassadors who have come to the princess's birthday. Then he whispered, the bad guy who tried to take you away has been eliminated, and is not allowed to cross the Hermano border anymore. So don't worry. Mabel thought, I see. Thank God. Then Oscar came and said, happy birthday, little sister. I will give you a gift first. This is the first gift I've prepared just for you. Mabel thought, a birthday gift is so unfamiliar. The emperor stated, don't worry because your papa has prepared a special gift for you. Mabel, I will give you this country. Mabel thought, it's just a dream. So the emperor said something nonsensical like that. The emperor declared, I will return this country to Mabel Gardenia Hermano. Mabel thought, oh my God. The nobles were shocked, and the God King thought, so we can't take the seed of God away. The emperor thought, I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. 2 months ago, I told the whole story to the Marquis, and he agreed with my idea. After that, I told everything to Oscar, and I said, I intend to cede this position to Mabel. If she becomes empress, then Abelardo will not be able to take her away. But I have always seen you as the next emperor. If you want this position, then I will abandon my plan without saying a word. I can find other ways, so you can state your wish. Oscar replied, I agree. As long as Mabel is not in danger, I don't mind if she becomes empress. I will become Mabel's guardian knight. After that, I asked the Duchess, my first wife, and she replied that she didn't object. Oscar does not want to be emperor. That was a real surprise because I had prepared many plans. Now, back in the present, the emperor thought, how do they intend to take my daughter away? Like this video. Hit the like button and subscribe for more videos.